Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got some Battlefield 1 gameplay for you, and I want to talk about why Battlefield 1 seems to have no love for medics. The medic class just seems underplayed, underutilized, and not as happening as it used to be in previous Battlefield games. In case you didn't see the giant sponsored by EA in the upper right hand corner, this video was sponsored by EA in that they paid for my trip to Gamescom and gave me an appearance fee, but I'm free to offer any opinions I want on the game. So believe it or not, I actually used to play a lot of Battlefield games before I got into Call of Duty, and even while I was doing a lot of the Call of Duty in-depth stuff. I started out on Battlefield 1942 way back in the day when my PC could barely run it. I moved on to playing Battlefield Modern Combat, which was mostly on console, but I did a little bit of it on PC as well at a friend's house. Played Bad Company 2 just a little bit. I really didn't like Bad Company. It was too weighty, too slow. I felt like I was wading through molasses. Played the devil out of Battlefield 3, even did in-depth on that, and Battlefield 4 around launch, and I don't know if Battlefront counts as a Battlefield game or not, but I've put in my time in the Battlefield series, despite not posting it as much as Call of Duty and other games, and in most of these games, I preferred playing either engineer or medic. I think since I was getting an engineering degree, I fancied myself an engineer, and blowing people up with rockets was incredibly fun, but it just kind of depended on the game and if I was filming or not, and I think I probably spent more time on medic in Battlefield 3 than all other classes combined. There was something incredibly satisfying about the medic class, being able to heal my teammates, to throw down those magic bags and get health back in gunfights, to go around with the, well, for most of these games it was the shock paddles, right? And you just bzz and bring people back to life. It was really awesome to get like a triple revive and kind of turn the tides of battle. Felt very, very satisfying. However, the medic in Battlefield 1 is just kind of weak sauce. It played okay on St. Quentin Scar, which was the French map. I guess its map design, it makes a big difference here, but I could medic around okay. It wasn't nearly as good as a Battlefield 3 or 4 medic, but I could make it work. However, playing a medic on Sinai was just pretty much AIDS. It wasn't very fun during the stream, it wasn't easy at all during the gameplay capture session, and both of these maps just felt like they were primarily dominated by snipers and assault classes. Similar kind of thing with the support. Support got very little love with the exception of the people that like to set up the trip mines and camp. And I think that the assault and sniper classes just straight up outclass the medic. They have better utility and better weapons. If you want to look at it this way, the snipers dominate medics because they can get one-shot kills with their sniper rifles, and they have significantly better range, and that makes sense because they should be able to. You don't want the medics to have the best weapon in the game. But a medic oftentimes can't really 1v1 a sniper or they're gonna die. Similar kind of thing with assault players. If you get up close with an assault player or even at reasonable ranges, they're just gonna spray you down with those machine guns. They're just going to hose you into oblivion, and that's kind of how Battlefield 1 is set up. You have a lot of these really, really long engagements sniping across mountains and deserts and stuff, and then you have the very clustery, close quarters, melee, shotgun, SMG, indoor combat, blowing up buildings kind of thing, and not as much medium range combat as I would have expected from this game where the medics really would have shined. Also, you are often not close enough to your teammates to heal them. Maybe that's just the way I play the game, but I find that people tend to not bunch up in this game because they don't like getting blown up by tanks and airplanes and stuff like that, so they're kind of far away. I don't get those crazy BF3 Operation Metro multi-revives kind of going on. And finally, medics have no real anti-tank options. I guess you can carry the anti-tank grenades, but those just aren't very happening. The assault class can carry C4, anti-tank mines, and a stupid rocket launcher. The sniper rifles have, the snipers have K rounds that can take out vehicles. They have spotting tools. They have a lot of neat stuff. But the medics are just kind of shit out of luck when it comes to dealing with vehicles. However, they're still the most fun class for me to play because I love playing the medic. I love healing my teammates. I love reviving them in the handful of opportunities that I get. And I also just happen to love DMRs. I didn't have as much fun doing the bolt action sniping, you know, the no-scope kind of sniping in Battlefield, but I love the medic DMR rifles. They're very fun to use. They're very satisfying. I like the sound, the feel of it. It fulfills my fantasy of being in World War I with a DMR, but they're just kind of weak. I have to accept that my favorite class isn't getting the kind of love that it deserves, and I feel like I'm doing a slight disservice here because the support class realistically needs even more love than the medic class, but this is just my baby, so this is what I want to talk about today. And I think that medics need a buff of some kind. I am not going to profess enough expertise in Battlefield to tell the developers what they should and shouldn't do with their characters, or maybe some of the other more educated Battlefielders, but it feels like they're missing something. Not sure what, but something seems to be missing. I want to say maybe maybe slightly beefier guns so that I can compete with other people, or maybe faster projectiles, but I think that would probably make them OP because you can spam all over the place with the semi-autos. I think maybe a new super useful gadget of some kind other than the basic healing and reviving, maybe some sort of anti-vehicle or spotting or some sort of supporty kind of gadget that would be very nice, or the opportunity to carry a shotgun instead of a pistol, or something to kind of make medics a little bit more fun to play. Just my opinion, I could be totally wrong. Guys, if you agree or disagree, let me know down there in the comment section, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.